Welcome back to Inside City Hall. In 2009, an Icelandic comedian, Jon Gnarr, created a new political organization known as the Best Party, and last year he ran for mayor of the country's largest city, Reykjavik. Shocking most observers, including himself, Gnarr won the race, and now his campaign is the subject of a new documentary that will make its international premiere tomorrow at the Tribeca Film Festival. Jon Gnarr joins us now to talk about the film, along with his former campaign manager and now general manager of the Best Party, Heda Helgadóttir, and the director of the film, Gnarr, who is Gaukur Ulfarsson. Welcome to all of you. Let me start with you, Mr. Mayor. Congratulations.
Thank
you. Let's set the scene for our viewers. You were a comedian, a popular television comedian. You were part of a show.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to get into politics?
Well, I just thought somebody had to do something. I just wanted to see if I could make a difference, be of any assistance.
Was it the particular time? Because in 2008, Iceland went through a severe economic crisis, and I'm not going to bore our viewers with it, but basically all three of the major banks of the country were wrapped up in an enormous scandal, for which there have been indictments.
Yeah, and the Prime Minister came on television and asked God to bless us.
Wow.
And that was very impressive, and I've never been that interested in I haven't followed politics, but then I realized that something was seriously wrong, and so I started following the news and trying to figure out what had happened, and started thinking about, could someone like me step into this world and maybe change it for the better.
Okay, let's take a look. This is an excerpt from Gnarr, and folks, you'll see some subtitles. Let's take a look.
Mér fannst bara tími til kominn að fara að fá almennileg laun. Ég googlaði hérna, can you make fun of everything? Heyrðu, það bara búið að rannsaka það.
Fólkstar með eldri borgara, við erum með skipulagsmál, samgöngumál, umhverfismál.
Fannst þér þetta ekki leiðinlegt? Bjóð á Reykvíkingum ókeypis í Disneyland og atvinnulaust fólk getur fengið mynd af sér með Mikka Mús.
Hefur ekki reykið fyrirtæki sem hafa orðið gjaldþrota, svo ég spurði bara mig.
So I mean, throughout the movie, you're saying things that get laughs for the viewers, at least. How were people reacting in person? You see the raised eyebrows. People are a little surprised by it.
Yeah. Well, people really, many people just didn't quite understand what I was doing, you know, and what to believe. And in regards to the promises that we were making, we also promised that we would definitely break all promises.
Okay, an interesting clause, right? Gaukur, when did you get involved in this? What made you want to follow this campaign? Because you've really followed it all the way through to election day.
Yeah, me and Jón, we were actually working on a TV thing together. We were meeting regularly. We had just recently met and really clicked. Mm-hmm. So we started speaking on regular almost every day. Mm-hmm. And speaking about talking about a TV project, and we were trying to mash together a TV project. Mm-hmm. And he came along always with this idea that he wanted to run for mayor, and I thought it was a terrible idea. Because I have been basically raised from as a teenager following Jón as a comedian. Mm-hmm. And he's probably he's a revolutionary comedian in Iceland. So thinking of him in politics, even though the situation was like how like it was, mm-hmm. I thought it was not such a good idea.
First of all, before we went on the air, you said that you're an American citizen.
Yes, I am.
Okay, where are you from?
I was born in Washington, D.C.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
You've been over in Iceland a long time, I take it?
Yeah, both my parents are Icelandic, so yeah.
Very good. When did it occur to you that you guys might actually win this?
It sort of occurred to me quite early on that something different was going on, and in the back of my mind, I always thought that something phenomenal would happen, but you always had this sort of fear that people would eventually go into go in and vote and not actually vote for us, even though they said they would. But like a week before the election, we had this really good poll that said that we got 8 members in, which is the majority of the council. That was quite a surreal moment, because then we sort of had to start thinking about how we would actually do this if we won.
Well, I have to tell you, it is startling as somebody who covers politics. I mean, you ended up winning 6 out of the 15 council seats, so you actually got a lot of power all at the same time. And one of your deputies, I guess, placed 3rd in the polls is the singer who's up there at one point in the film singing F the system at the top of his lungs, punk rocker. Has the political culture changed that much that people will say, you know what, he's right? I mean, is that what people were voting for?
No, people were voting for more honesty and more fun and more simplicity. I think that's what people were voting for mostly, and what has been most surprise to me is that none of the candidates that were voted in has bailed out. Nobody has quit. Everybody is still on, and nobody has come up to me or called me and said, Jon, I can't do this. This is not how I imagined things would work out. Everybody is still in and doing a very good job.
How about you? Do you have any moments where you think, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. I've had those moments where I've desperately thought, how can I get out of this? But that passes, and for the most part, it's enjoyable.
And just for perspective, I mean, about 1/3 of the country's population is in Reykjavik.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sort of like a deputy prime minister in a way. Right?
Yeah, you could say I'm probably the most dangerous man in Iceland.
Okay, very good. When we talk about the political culture, which is really quickly emerges in the film, is what this is really about. And just watching Jon participate in these forums and these councils, where were these folks coming from? Because they're not that. It's not like they were older than you, right? I mean, why the deadly dull seriousness? What was that all about?
Well, the thing is that the beautiful thing about, I think, what we've established here is that just normal, regular people, like most of us are, I mean, can go into politics and can contribute, because it's been so sort of it has been very sterilized, and there are and the types that go into politics, you have to ask yourself, why would you do that? As how if you sort of think about how it's run and how the playing field is. Yes, it is. It's very harsh and it's very boring, and there are a lot of boring meetings.
I ask that question a lot. Why does it have to be so boring and serious? And it's like we are so serious and we are so intelligent, and you don't have a chance. It's but I don't understand it. It has evolved into that somehow, and the boredom has taken over, and I think it's completely wrong.
Okay, I want to talk to you some more about that and about your year as mayor of Reykjavik in just a minute. So we'll talk more about Gnarr, and then later on I'll tell you how you can comment on tonight's program. Stay with us.